Mega Dream EX is cooked, or is it? I think not really, but definitely something we should pay attention to, especially because Pokemon is going through somewhat of a slowdown recently. But we have seen some of the top cards correcting quite a bit. Although it's quite a usual phenomenon where singles start off quite high because of hype, and then upon release it just drops a lot. And that's really what we are seeing at the moment with most of these cards. And yeah, we'll go through the set and we'll go through the main cards and really what my feel is about Mega Dream EX in the short, medium and long term, and how it will impact my views of Ascended Heroes when it comes through. Okay, so let's go to Pokedata. I found this to be quite a useful website, and you can just choose the set that you want to look at. For example, this is Mega Brave, Mega Symphonia, Inferno X, and Mega Dreams. Right now it has a set value of 2,769. Although what is interesting over here is it doesn't include the Dragonite gold card. And that's why I had to look it up on TCG Player. But nonetheless, it's still higher than Inferno X of 1,630 as a set value. Mega Symphonia, what is even going on? $782. Mega Brave, 977.29. So is it cooked? Is Mega Dreams cooked? Well, at least from I suppose a release date singles price perspective, yeah, you can argue that there's been a correction. But again, it's very common for cards to drop because upon release there's gonna be very small supply, limited supply, if I may say that, and then over time people will just open packs and packs and packs, and these singles will just be pulled, and so there's going to be some selling pressure, and that's why it's normal to see some correction or drops in these single cards, especially weeks after release. And this thing released on 26th of November. Yeah, we barely, arguably 3 weeks in, so normal, but right now, despite all that, it still has the highest set value. And if we include the gold card for Dragonite, which I believe is $300, this set value is currently over $3,000. Okay, but let's take a look at what the sort of the top chasers are and what's happening to their price at the moment. So Mega Gengar, $599, impressive. But I'm going to take a look at TCG Player just now. So just hold the thought because I think these prices are lagging. Dragonite SIR, Mega Dragonite SIR, 286.99. Very good. Pikachu SIR, 217. Mewtwo SIR, again, because it's created by Arita, but again, I'm really not a fan of this card, and I just have to mention it again. I just don't think this composition works. Mewtwo is coming in at a very awkward angle, and just the way that this card is formed, it just doesn't look right. And Giovanni, what? Yeah, this is like a 2 out of 5. If I have to give it a score, but nonetheless, Mewtwo and there's an SIR. I mean, Team Rocket's Destined Rivals, Team Rocket's Mewtwo is much better than this particular card. But again, art is subjective, but let's move on until I go on a tangent for 1 hour. Ends Zoroark, decent artwork. I think it's better than the Journey Together, by the way. $137. Iono's Benny Bolt, 118. I think the Journey Together one, Iono's Benny Bolt, is better. Marnie's Grimmsnarl, again. Grimmsnarl-ish, I don't know, man. Impidump, Mogrim, Iris, Fighting Spirit, Irises, Fighting Spirit, $73. a bit lower than I expected, but at least I would think it was going to be higher up to the list. But anyways, that's the market, and yeah, the market is the market. Frost Loss 65, yeah, not a very popular Pokemon. And then Unfezant, oh, Fezant DPT, not Unfezant. Fezant DPT, $59. Metagrosh, $58. And then Diancie, $57. You got the Mega Charizard X, $50. This is the promo card that you can find in the Mega Charizard X UPC, which is taking a huge beating at the moment. And then we got the Mega Gengar. I think it's Mega Attack Ray. Not sure what they call in Japan, just MA. Okay. I'm gonna go and learn what MA is. A Canary, $40. And then we got a few SIRs which are, I think, great artwork, by the way. Electros and Hurucha, I think both of these artworks much better than this Mewtwo. But unfortunately they're not popular Pokemon, so value-wise they're not doing that great. Scrafty, again, you know, a Pokemon, not a popular Pokemon. Okay. Yeah, I had suspicions. I'm surprised this is still holding $19 for the Surfer card. I thought it was going to hit the new Lieutenant price. But maybe because there's so many SIRs in this set, 17. That's why the pull rate isn't easy. So it's holding some value, okay. Illustration rare wise, yeah, as expected, Psyduck is the most expensive. So yeah, good set. Theme wise, it's not really there. It's not very clear, but at least there's something for everyone to collect. So definitely not clear on the theme, but at least there's something for everyone. So it's very general. And that just means, you know, there's many people who would want to collect. However, you're not going to get probably as many people who wants to master the set, because there's not a strong theme to encourage them to do so. Okay, I'm going to take a look at the top cards now. By the way, before we do that, I just want to mention the Mega Dragonite High Class Pack Mega Dream EX Mega Ultra Rare. The gold card is currently $308 on TCG Player, but it is going down like a rock. $240, $251, $248. So probably we're going to end up very soon in the $240, maybe close to the 200 region, which is very surprising because for a Mega Ultra Rare, it's very low compared to its counterparts. 308 compared to Lucario, which is 410 in Mega Brave, and then Mega God of War 427, and then we have Mega Charizard X Mega Ultra Rare 779. So definitely very interesting outcome over there. So this thing is dropping a lot. So from this perspective, you can say that this gold card is being cooked right now. Mega Gengar, remember the $5.99 price tag that we saw on Pokédata? It's lagging. Because right now on TCG Player it's 446, and if you look at recent solds, 402, 403, 400, and 390. So yeah, from the top part it is being cooked, because a more realistic value is probably 400, and it starts off at what's this, 600. So if I were to tell you, I'll tell you what. Okay, wait a minute. This is what it's dropping by, 33%. 33% drop is probably more realistic. Okay. $400 from a $600 card. Still decent for Japanese. Okay. Mega Dragonite, 229. 230. That seems to be the hovering across. So it's no longer this 286, it's dropped to 230. And then let's take a look at Pikachu and this Mewtwo. I really don't like this Mewtwo artwork. But again, I won't complain if I pull it because at least the market is giving it a high value. Let's take a look at the Mewtwo. 140. Yeah, so all of these are dropping by roughly $50 or even lower. Let's see. Pikachu is $207. Yeah, so that's correct. And the Mewtwo is around 140. Okay, so only these two cards are not reflecting the correct price by quite a big margin. So this 599 should be like 400, and then 289 should be 230. So shave away another, let's say 250, but then incorporate the Dragonite Mega Ultra Rare. You're still sitting at a set value well above 2000. So singles are being cooked at the moment, but set value, no doubt, I still think it's a strong set. It's probably going to hold the $2,000 set value. And now let's talk about Ascended Heroes and what do I think is going to happen with Ascended Heroes. I still think Ascended Heroes is a S tier set. Remember, it is based on Mega Dream EX Mega Dream EX set, and also based on the start deck. What? The start 100 battle style deck, something like that. Let's check it out. Oh, this is the article about the factories. Yes. Start deck 100 battle collection. What an interesting name. Yeah. So Ascended Hero is going to be based on that, and it's going to have 22 SIRs, of which 17 is from Mega Dreams EX. So if those 5 are the ones that we are seeing revealed in that Poker Beach article, which is Meganium, Emboar, Feraligatr, and then what was the other 2 again? Was it trainers? Yeah, I think it's Lily's Clefairy, and there was a 4th one. Let's go to that article again. Secret rares revealed. Pikachu. How can I forget Pikachu? So if these are the remaining 5 of the SIRs that's going to be part of this Ascended Heroes, and we get a Mega Charizard Y in the set, I think if that is the case, I think Ascended Heroes is stronger than Prismatic Evolutions. Okay. I think it's S tier set, no doubt. Probably going to be one of the strongest sets in... I'm not even going to say one of the strongest. I'm going to say it's very likely to be the strongest set in Mega Evolutions, unless something comes up after that. We just have to take a look at the schedule for the other Japanese sets. But the next one, what's this? Ninja Spinner, and then Mega Zygarde. I think that's going to be like a mid set, just from looking at the Pokemon lineups in that particular set. But the Mega Rayquaza one could be something good. So that could be something promising. But I still think with the lineup of Ascended Heroes, it's probably has a very high chance to be the strongest set of Mega Evolutions. What's another one? Yeah, other than that, 2026, it's going to be 30th anniversary. Maybe that's like super successful. I think it's, what's it called? Celebrations Collection. What an original name, right? But anyways, yeah, that's what I think. I don't think Ascended Heroes is really impacted by the slowdown. Obviously, the slowdown is not great for investors at the moment. And I still think it's going to be a decent set in the next 3 years. So 2026, 2027, 2028, those 3 years will probably be where Pokemon products will struggle a bit. But then after reprints, I think this scenario is going to do well. Another thing to add in 2027 is that we did see an article about allegedly, well, potentially that there will be more Pokemon products out there, because potentially there's going to be facilities leased and a capacity built to print more products. So 2027, I believe, is the expected date of completion. So potentially from that point onwards, whatever set is still in reprint around that date would probably see a material slowdown in terms of prices. So that's probably just the main thing to look out for. So if you risk averse, probably I would just say really try to focus on MSRP, try to get things at MSRP and don't go in too much. Always stick to a budget and ensure that you have an emergency fund and other form of traditional investments somewhat diversified, so that if Pokemon does have a slowdown or a crash, whatever you want to call it, then you're probably not going to be materially impacted. Again, no financial advice or any type of advice. Do your own research and yeah, stay safe out there. Catch you next one.